Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. And now your host, Kyle Ruff.
There it is. You just really got to jam that shit in there.
Gotta cram it up the cram hole.
Just like my ex-boyfriend, am I right?
Am I right?
Am I right?
I'm gay.
I'm gay.
Whoa.
Welcome to the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. We are
gay.
for this episode.
Yeah. For the next 90 minutes, we are gay.
No, we're going to be super straight. That's why you guys tuned in.
Yeah, for 40 minutes.
For 40 minutes of straight white guy talks.
That's what everyone wants to hear. That's what's hot right now.
Yep, and we are not liable for anything we say on this podcast. Our
liable.
attorneys said so.
Mm-hmm.
So we can say literally anything.
Literally anything.
And
Matt was just screaming the N-word. Matt, go ahead and do that again.
Yeah, no, I don't want to. No, and because I'm not into it.
It was just a passing fad.
It was,
A few minutes ago, I was feeling it. Now I'm not.
even if someone gave you full range to just say it, I don't think it'd be a setup. I'm not gonna do it.
You'd be like, "Where's the camera?"
I'm not gonna do it
I'm not gonna do it.
because that's how unracist I am,
Wow, dude.
and that's really what life's all about.
You are actively anti-racist. That's
Yeah.
what you are. That's brave.
White people calling other white people racist.
That's what this country is founded on.
That's what.
That's what our founding
That's
fathers
what's gonna-
intended.
That's what's gonna land us on Mars one day
Oh, yeah.
with Elon Musk.
Yeah. I know, for being an African American, it gets a lot of heat.
He does. He is. You told me that he was African American,
Mhm. Yeah.
but he doesn't really look it.
Yeah, there's something about him. When you see him, you don't immediately think, well, that's an African American man. But he is.
He is. And you know that one Victoria's Secret model that used to be so hot for so long was also African American. I think if you're like from the South tip,
Yeah,
you can be white.
that's correct, yes.
Where are we going?
That is the joke. I was like, you're kind of giving it away.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
It was colonized by the British,
By the whitey.
by the whitey.
By the whiteys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, good for Elon. I mean,
Yeah, good for him. He's doing okay. Seems like he's doing okay. Well, he's not dating Amber Heard anymore, so that's good.
his
Sheets don't have any poop in them.
Dude, how wild is Amber Heard?
Fucking, she's an animal.
Do you still think she's hot? It's the question everybody wants to know.
The answer is obviously yes.
Yes.
Like, what are we even talking about? Of course.
You do still think she's hot?
She's even more hot now that I
Would-
know she shits on people's beds and stuff. Because at this point, and I'm not the first one to think this. I saw this on a podcast as a talking point, but Amber Heard shit on his bed and like punched him in the face and stuff, and he was still like, "We can make this work." That's how fucking hot she is.
That is how hot she is.
That's how good at sexual intercourse she is.
Well, she was on the fighting movie. What's that movie? Never Back Down. She was like Baja in that movie, and she was so hot, and I think that gave her
some hot cred.
a force field of being able to shit on people's beds, punch them in the face,
When you're that hot, you can pretty much do anything.
yell at them.
Yeah.
She was also in Pineapple Express.
I forgot about that.
She was Angie.
Yeah.
Angie, what's happening? I think she's great. I'll still watch her movies.
I guess she was just in the Aquaman movie, but I never actually saw
Yeah, and they're like trying to sign a petition to get her not to do the next one, I think. I don't know who they are either. But
They hate her.
America, I
America
think.
hates her.
We're trying to sign a petition. So if you want to sign it, go to the go watch Pineapple Express. And then anyway, I don't
know if that camera's on. Give me 1 second.
That's fine. I wouldn't date Amber Heard, maybe. I would take her on at least one date and see how it went. Like a coffee date, probably.
I mean, like I said, apparently everyone wants to keep dating her no matter what she does, so it's probably worth to see what all the fuss is about.
I mean, her track record is wild with Elon and Johnny.
Yeah.
Keep going. I'm going to see who else she's dated.
She's got a type, and it's people with lots of money.
Yeah, and that is something neither you nor I have.
No.
Would you go on a date with her?
I don't think I could afford it, even if I wanted to. She'd be like, "We're gonna go out to fucking whatever the most fancy French restaurant in like downtown New York City would be, and I'd be like, I don't have $5,000, and she'd be like, then why am I talking to you?
Yeah, then she'd scratch your neck and shit on your bed.
Cut off part of my finger.
That's what I didn't get. She cut off part of his finger.
Yeah, I didn't really get the story on that one. I wasn't really watching too intently. I won't lie.
God, this is all. I was trying to find her dating record, but honestly, Vito Schnabel, you know who that is?
Vito Schnabel? Did
Vito
you just make that up?
No, Andy. Honestly, it's Elon and whoa, dated Bianca Buddy.
What?
Which makes me think she might be bisexual.
Whoa!
Unless
she's gay like us.
Unless Bianca identifies as a man.
Bianca could be a dude.
And I'm not here to speculate. I'm not here to get mad at anyone for their
Right.
sexual orientation. Yeah. You know, that's for later in life. That's for when I'm 50. Okay.
Yeah. Once I've just had enough of society, then I'll just start saying what I've really been thinking this whole time.
And I can't wait for that. It comes down to like, I don't give a shit about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp as people.
No.
I don't. I'll watch their movies.
Yeah.
If Amber Heard's in Aquaman 2, I'm probably going to watch it. And I'm going to watch it. I'm not going to watch it going, that Amber Heard, her personal life is messed up. I'm going to watch it as she's queen.
Right. You can separate the art from the artist.
And that's always what it comes down to.
That's what it comes down to.
And I think we've
Michael
talked
Jackson,
about it before.
Great. O.J. Simpson, fantastic football player. I don't judge.
You can't in this day and age.
You can't.
You really can't. 'Cause you're risking so much good art by just writing people off for.
Oh yeah, like Jeremy Piven. I don't know exactly what he did, but I know people are mad at him.
Right.
But he was great in Entourage.
Fantastic.
I'm not gonna be mad at
Ari
him.
Gold is
one of the best characters
old school
ever.
I had a point, and
Oh, sorry.
it's okay. It's
I
no big
derailed you.
deal. It's fine. No, we started talking about. God, dude, Entourage is a good show.
Entourage is a fucking great.
It is a really good show.
We try to watch it like once a year. I'll just
Oh no, Seinfeld dated a 17-year-old. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Dated a 17-year-old when he was 38 in New York, which
and no one cares.
Which it's apparently legal to date a 17-year-old when you're 38 because the I'm no lawyer, but the laws there are different.
I guess.
But nobody gives a shit. I mean, New York Times did an article that was like, remember when Jerry Seinfeld was 38 and dated a 17-year-old?
Like, isn't that great?
For 4 years.
For 4 years.
Remember when he did that?
Wow.
And everyone was like, yeah, we remember.
So he got her all the way up to drinking age and then was like, I'm done.
Yeah, because he doesn't drink.
She's like, I want to go to bars. I'm 21. And he's like, oh
God, can we just drink some coffee? And
let's get coffee and go down with Larry David
Oh,
and
my
talk
God.
about things we hate.
But that's a weird one. Like, why isn't Seinfeld? If Chris D'Elia got canceled, why didn't Seinfeld?
Yeah,
Because Chris D'Elia didn't even date those.
He was just talking to underage chicks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like grooming them is the trigger
Grooming.
word, and we all know that's a trigger word.
That's a trigger word.
That's a huge
We
trigger
found
word.
out the hard way
Yeah.
in open mic. Did
Kyle,
we talk about that on the podcast?
we did.
Did we?
Yeah,
thought
I'm pretty
so.
sure that's in like episode 64 or something.
Yeah.
Kyle told a guy in the audience that he was grooming his wife, and the guy threatened to punch Kyle in the face and told me he knew karate.
He did.
Did I sum that
To be
up?
fair, I also was right. He was grooming his wife.
Well, that's the thing when you say.
When you say I was her high school teacher and we met when she was still in high school, and I say, well, you were grooming her.
And then you get super duper mad.
Yeah. And then
Probably
that's where you draw the line. That's because, like, well, there's some truth.
Yeah, you struck a nerve.
Yeah. I bet she was probably jerking him off or at least something like that when she was like 16.
Yeah, dude, you should ask what
Yeah.
her GPA was.
He'd
You
be
know?
like, I don't know.
Yeah, I have
Like,
no
what
idea.
kind of grades did she get? And he'd be like, I don't remember.
No, he'd probably be like, I remember the first test I graded of hers.
Hmm.
It was it was a cold Tuesday morning. And the air was just so. But no, it's wild. If you're gonna if you're gonna cancel Chris D'Elia, which I think he's doing a podcast now and still doing stand up, so he didn't really get canceled.
Yeah, I'm
If
sure
you're gonna
it's fine.
cancel Chris D'Elia, you gotta take Seinfeld off Netflix.
Seriously, though.
You gotta. But
I
they
mean-
didn't take any of D'Elia's specials off Netflix either.
They
So I
didn't? They're
guess
still
that
on
doesn't
there?
make sense.
He's not really canceled at all.
No, so I think
He
I'm
just had some trouble booking for a minute, I think.
I'm bitching about nothing.
Yeah. My buddy Chad lives in town. Apparently, he was just hanging out with Brian Callen in Vegas.
Really?
Yeah, talk about guys who are like pseudo
pseudo-canceled. Yeah, he still is, right?
I don't know.
What did he get canceled for?
I think similar. It was just something where it was like he was being inappropriate, and it's like, what does this mean? And it doesn't matter.
I think I remember. He basically like was quoted saying like, almost. I'm summarizing. He's basically quoted saying like, women want to get raped.
Oh,
something like that.
Like in a joke?
Like no, but he was like, women like aggressive men. It was really, it was disgusting shit, is
really?
what he said. Yeah, and it's like, yeah, you're fucking.
God,
but he could have been high on cocaine. He's an actor.
He could have been high on cocaine. He's an actor comedian who primarily does shows in Vegas. So the chance of being a cocaine was probably 75%. At any point in time.
Yeah, and he's got that wild cocaine energy.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got hardcore cocaine energy. You ever see his special? The last special he did?
No, I've never seen.
Oh, well, he has. It's actually really good.
Really?
But it's funny because the guy who introduces him is Jeremy Piven.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do all those like kind of pseudo canceled shows, like D'Elia and fucking Brendan Schaub.
Yeah.
And those dudes all do that, and I bet it smells bad in there when they do their shows.
Like in their podcast studio?
I just bet it stinks, dude.
It just stinks. The stink of
Stinks to
rejection.
high hell, yeah.
Well, that was Bruce was saying that when he was on the podcast.
Oh, that's probably where I heard it.
Because he was like, I'm at the Comedy Store, and like the Improv still books Chris D'Elia and
that's
Brendan
it.
Schaub and shit, and he's like, but not where I'm at.
Yeah, they're super woke there.
Yeah.
At the Comedy Store, which is why I don't perform there.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I strictly do the Improv.
That's why I don't perform there, because I don't agree with their politics.
Yeah.
And they have no idea who I am.
And actually, they'll never be invited there, probably.
No, not unless we go viral here pretty soon, which we will.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. We got some great footage from our weekend excursion.
Any last thoughts on Amber Heard and Johnny
Oh,
Depp?
no, I don't care.
No, I genuinely don't care. Separate the art from the...
Has she ever been naked in a movie?
Not that I can recall.
Then I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, I'll Google it later. Then I was like, nah.
She was so hot and never back down, though. Like,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Super hot?
Yeah, dude.
She wasn't that hot in Pineapple Express.
No, I don't think they could make her that
She was like
hot.
a frumpy high schooler, you know?
Yeah.
Was she actually in high school when that came out?
But her... No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But her, like, character in that movie, like, she was kind of a bitchy, like, pushy girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, when he's like, I can't go to dinner, and she slams the locker and was like, why the fuck not? And you could see, like, she wanted
rage. Yeah, she
like,
wanted, like, shit out of his
to...
bed.
She was drawing that from real life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's got some demons.
And that being said, Johnny Depp, who knows what that guy is going on.
Well, they said that he got kicked out of the next 2 Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and it's like, what? How many fucking Pirates of the Caribbean? There's already like 4 of them.
Yeah.
Or 5?
He got kicked out of them?
Yeah.
For what?
Because she accused him of some wild shit. And that's the whole lawsuit, because he's like, this isn't cool.
I can't do pirates anymore.
Like I just lost $100 million because you talk shit about me.
Wow.
And now it's coming out like in the trial that everyone's kind of like, ooh, not only did he not do anything, but like, you're a fucking psycho.
Yeah.
But she's like, I'm hot. And so everyone's like, all right. That's fine.
That's true. Yeah. You know, that's where we're at in America. Are you hot enough to not get accused?
Yeah.
Depends on the judge you get.
That's kind of like a small side tangent. Fucking like Cardi B, when she came out and was like, oh yeah, I used to drug men when I was a prostitute.
Yeah.
And then like rob them. And everyone was kind of like, well, you're kind of like a pop icon, so we'll just not talk about that.
And it's also like with rap, you can't, like, because Tupac used to say he murdered people, and like,
yeah, there is kind of
there's
like
there's that what's it called, like a not a
gray area.
There's a gray area where like it's art, it's just part of a song. Like I can
Right.
say I shot people.
But even like when it's not art, they're like you kind of like ghetto, so we're gonna let this go.
Yeah, honestly.
Like when Chris Brown beat up Rihanna, and I remember people were like, well, it's a different culture, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, no, you can't
It's
beat
like,
up
they
Rihanna.
live in America. You can't just beat up Rihanna.
And again, you know, Chris Brown is attractive enough to that really hasn't, you know, it's stuck with him. But I'm sure he still dances.
I'm sure he dances very well.
He still dances.
He's still dancing.
I'm sure he still does.
He's doing just fine, I'm sure.
Yeah. But that's neither here nor there.
That is neither here or over there.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about any of that.
Yeah, no. Fuck them.
They should both go to jail. And they should film a movie while they're in jail
And just like have a hidden camera where they're stuck in a cell together and see who shits on whose bed first.
Yeah. Who shits on whose bed first?
Who
this
shit
week.
the bed?
Yeah. Check it out this week.
This week on Celebrities Shit the Bed.
Amber Heard has the squirts.
they just keep like sliding Taco Bell in their cell.
Feeding her bullshit.
Just Metamucil and Mexican food.
And the toilet's clogged. Where's she gonna shit?
Where's she gonna go?
Johnny Depp's like, no.
And there's like active like sports betting, like the $300 for the floor, minus $250 for Johnny's bed, minus $150 for her bed.
The like consistency level, is it gonna be solid or super wet?
Yeah, right. Will the corn be visible?
That is a wild one. She shit on his bed.
She just shit on it. She was like, I guess she was mad that he like showed up late to her birthday party. And he just came in the room and she was just dropping a hot one on their bed.
I mean, can you honestly sit here and look me in the face and say, I've never thought about shit in anyone's bed before? No. Let me answer that.
Like a loved one?
Every day
Just
of my
anyone.
life, I see people and I go, I wish I could shit in your bed.
Well, I was originally inspired by Mr. Dane Cook when he said when there's the bed with everyone's coats on it that you should shit on the coats.
Oh, that's a good bit.
It's a classic
It's
bit.
a classic
And I
Dane
was
Cook
like,
bit.
that's basically shitting on the bed.
Yeah, maybe she's just trying to have a funny.
Maybe she was shitting on the coat, but then like she missed. And
Yeah.
just hit the bed.
She had the hot squirts.
She just had the fucking hotties, dude. Just ugh.
Now, would you pay money to watch Amber Heard shit on a bed?
Oh God, yeah.
How much?
I dropped 50 like on OnlyFans. I dropped 50.
Drop $50.
$50 to see your OnlyFans take a shit on a bed.
Oh God, yeah, that would get some hits.
Get some hits.
I'd get some hits. As long as it's not too long. I don't want to.
Yeah.
You know, I got stuff to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on my phone all
I'll
night.
I'll be done in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I don't want to be on my phone all night. I got other stuff to take care of.
Okay.
Can't watch Amber Heard shit on a bed
Not just all day.
all day long.
Yeah.
Maybe
man.
a couple minutes a day,
Couple minutes a day.
and that is all
Every
I
day.
can. That is all.
That's how I'd start my day.
That is all I can do.
Like when I wake up and I have coffee and then like I fucking shit pretty much 10 minutes afterwards, I would just watch her shitting while I'm shitting.
And it's like you're doing it
And
together.
it's like we're sharing a moment.
It is.
Yeah.
And that's I really do think you guys will end up together.
Do you think so?
I really do.
Is that good for me?
Once this, I don't know. Once Steamboat Comedy pops off, though,
Amber,
put it on your bucket list, dude.
call me up, girl. Once I get
Amber Heard. We want to put out a special message to Amber Heard
Amber Heard,
that says if you need anyone to date,
who doesn't have $100 million but has great personality.
yeah, and we'll support you.
Yeah.
And you can hit us,
You can hit us. You can shit on our stuff.
and we won't tell the cops
I know.
because we'll just
I'll never sue you for defamation. I wouldn't do that. I don't have the means.
public service to Amber Heard. Call us up, like steamboatcomedy.com. We'll get through this together.
Yeah, we'll find love.
Apparently, her lawyer's a fucking hack, dude. I think we could do a better
that
job.
like she was questioning like the psychologist, like Johnny Depp's psychologist or somebody, and was just asking questions that were so dumb that the psychologist was like, "What are you saying to me right now?"
Yeah.
She's like, "You're trying to confuse me and make me say something that doesn't make any sense because you're not making any sense." And she's like, "I'm not gonna do that. So why don't we just move on?"
Apparently, the big one that's going around is like Amber Heard's lawyer asked a question and then like 3 minutes later objected the question, and they were like, "You asked the question," and she was like, "I want it scratched from the record."
So he's like, basically just like, "So do you think Amber Heard's a psycho?" And then they're like, "Yeah." They're like, "Wait, time out."
Yeah.
Time
Object. I object to
I
that.
object from that thing that they just said. Like, well, you can't.
No, they answered your question.
Yeah.
She was like, "Nah, that's not how the courtroom works."
It's like you throw up like a lob and someone hits it, and you're like, "Who threw that ball?"
Yeah,
You
you
can't throw
can't
that
take
ball.
the throwback.
You can't take it back.
Yeah.
No takesies backsies.
I mean, poor Amber Heard, really. She's really going through the ringer right now.
I mean, that's what I'm really hearing is that she's the real victim in
That's
this.
what-
Johnny Depp is a chauvinist pig working for Disney, which is incredibly corrupt,
Oh, yeah. Anti-Semitic.
anti-Semitic to the core.
That's what they were founded on.
Yeah, and Amber Heard is just a poor converted Jewish girl.
And she's a pawn.
And she's just a pawn in Johnny Depp's big Disney game of chess.
And I don't think enough people are talking about it.
Not enough people. No one's talking about it.
No one's talking about it because they don't like the truth. America doesn't like the
They
truth.
don't like the truth. But you know who does? The Steamboat Comedy Podcast. We love the truth.
So we're going to start a petition to get Amber Heard to play every female role in every movie for Disney for here until...
Why stop there? She can do all the male roles, too.
Yeah, she can.
She should be Luke Skywalker.
Let's do a petition.
Let's do a petition.
To redo the Star Wars.
Redo all the Star Wars.
Yeah, just...
She's going to be all the Ewoks on Endor. She's going to be Vader and Luke.
Yep.
And Leia. And Han. She's going to be making out with herself left and right.
Yeah, and that's really what she deserves.
That's what I want to see.
That'd be a good Amber Heard dates herself. Just beating the shit out of herself.
Just screaming at herself. She just has black eyes. Like
well,
both
if
of
we
them.
are all one and we're just representations of ourselves in different forms, she is technically everyone.
That is
so
true.
think about that,
We
America.
all come from stars.
Yeah.
You know?
The creator.
Yeah.
And we're all just reflections of each other. So maybe take a look in the mirror if you're judging Amber Heard.
Exactly. You know, that's a damn good point, man.
Yeah.
Why don't you look in your own fucking house, America?
Yeah, if you have a mirror in your house, go look in it.
Go look at it intently.
And then tell me that Amber Heard shit on Johnny Depp's bed. with a straight face. I bet you can't do it.
I couldn't.
No,
I mean, to be
can't.
honest, I wasn't there. I don't know if that actually happened, but I heard it a whole bunch of times on the internet.
Well, I think we in this room really know what's going on.
Again, Amber, steamboatcomedy.com. Reach out.
Yeah, we'd love to have you on for a show. You can do a 5-minute guest spot.
Oh, it's a tight 5.
It's a tight 5.
Tight 5.
Because we each need to do at least 20 to get our jokes out of the way.
Yeah.
It's just, it's how we roll. We got to we got to play some reps.
Yeah.
And we get it, but we'd love to give her 5.
Oh, I'd give her 5.
Yeah.
I'd give her a high 5, and then she could have 5 minutes.
I don't think we should let her host.
No.
No, that's too much.
What if she gets upset? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When she just starts shitting.
She starts cutting everyone's fingers off.
Yeah, she's going around with a knife and like.
That's
poop.
the show. Whoever has a worse set, Amber Heard gets to cut their finger off.
Just like Drew, I'm sorry.
Yeah. He's like,
Putting
God
fingers
damn,
on the
man.
bar. He's like, God damn it, I fucking knew it was
God
gonna
damn
happen.
it, fuck, man.
Fuck, my wife's gonna be fucking pissed.
Drew would be like, God, Amber Heard's so hot.
yeah, right. He'd be staring at her eyes like, go ahead and cut it off, Amber.
I think we've really gotten to the bottom of this Amber Heard situation.
We have. I'm glad.
And,
I thought we were done, and then it turns out we weren't.
I said, do you have any other thoughts?
And I said no, and then here we are 2 minutes later. That's the magic.
No, I really hope all parties end up safe and, just with their loved ones.
Yeah, dude. All parties.
All parties.
Yeah, even birthday parties, anniversary parties. Amber Heard's lawyers.
Yeah, after parties.
After parties before pre-game parties.
Pre-game parties. I hope everyone's with their families and happy. And if that's the
Bar
thing we
mitzvahs,
learn,
those are a party.
if that's the lesson we learned from this whole Amber Heard, Johnny Depp situation, then was it really all that bad?
I don't think so.
No.
I feel great.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thanks for tuning in to award-winning, did I mention, Steamboat Comedy Podcast.
Did we just back Amber Heard? Is that where we went?
She's so good. This is what she does. And
She got us.
We're going to shit on Amber Heard, and 10 minutes later, like, man, I'd really like to date her.
Yeah. Date her and then have her in every movie.
In every movie. In every part of every movie. We just offered her Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
10 minutes ago, we were like, fuck this chick. And now we're like, I hope she plays Luke Skywalker.
And that's what Steamboat Comedy can do for you, Amber.
Mm-hmm.
We can get you roles.
We have hundreds of dollars.
We can
and
get
we
you
can
roles.
make shit happen.
Would you, if she was like, do you want to be in a movie with me? Like, let's say she gets ostracized after this, because I'm pretty sure that's where it's going.
Yeah.
She's fucked. She's not going to do Aquaman. That's my big hot take.
I mean, her name is shit.
Oh,
right now.
it's literally associated with
It's literally
shit.
associated directly.
So she is going to get buried. Probably rightly so. It's sounding like,
I mean,
despite everything we just said.
What she'll probably do is she'll disappear from the big movies, and she'll take some small movie part where she dumps her tits, and everyone's gonna be like, "Well, gotta see that. I gotta see Amber Heard's tits." and then she'll do really well, and then the comeback will be complete.
Yeah, it'll
And
be
then
a
by
good
then,
story.
it'll be like 4 years later. I mean, like, how many athletes like rape a chick and then like 3 years later they like have some good games and people are like, what are you talking about? Kobe never raped anyone.
That's what you're talking about. You're talking
Yeah.
about specifically Kobe
about
Bryant.
Kobe Bryant. Ben Roethlisberger did that too. Well, it was a little less rapey.
Well, I thought
It was
he
gross.
Yeah, his was like a bathroom.
He like fouled a chick
Glory
into a
hole,
bathroom.
I
Ooh,
think.
was there a glory hole?
I assume so. If it's in a bathroom, I didn't read the toxicology reports
I mean,
or anything.
it wasn't like the Apollo. I think it was like just some chick he fouled him and was like, you want to fuck me because I'm Ben Roethlisberger? And she was like, no, I don't. 'Cause you're
Really?
gross. Yeah.
Now
And I don't
that
know
brings up a good point.
Yeah, and then he won the Super Bowl and everyone's like, who cares?
Yeah, that's true. He won twice,
Yeah.
and I hate the
That
Steelers
might have been
so
in between.
much.
Oh, I fucking hate him.
They're the fucking
Hate 'em.
worst team in
Hate
the
him. I hate Roethlisberger too.
And he's retired. It is a different standard, I guess, with athletes and
Well, it's because
sexual.
if you win, then nobody cares.
Yeah,
So I mean, like if she dumps her tits out, that's a huge win
yeah.
for
That's
America.
Like, that's like scoring 50 at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, easy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like that's a record-setting performance.
Everyone forgets.
Everyone's just like, but did you see them tits though?
I don't know. I don't think anyone's gonna miss Amber Heard.
I barely even knew who she was.
Yeah.
When someone before they were like, "Who is she?" Like the chick from Aquaman. I was like, I didn't see it. And then they're like, "She was in Pineapple Express." And I was like, "Who was she in Pineapple Express?"
Yeah.
It's like the girlfriend. I was like, "Oh, her? Who cares?"
She's just like one of us now. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, except
so
worse.
if you want 5 minutes,
yeah.
we'll
Yeah,
give
that's
it
why
to you.
we're offering 5 minutes.
Yeah.
She is.
And
She's.
you will work your way up, dump your tits out, maybe get a few more minutes.
Yeah, we're
Big comeback.
at the next show. We're all dumping our tits out. By the way, we should have dumped our tits out at the fucking corporate gig we just did.
Oh boy,
Jesus.
that was just a big dump in general.
Oh my
Talk
god!
about dumps. So
I feel like someone shit on me.
I felt like Johnny Depp's mattress
I think we felt worse than Johnny Depp.
because you could wash that stain out. The
Yeah.
mattress. We can't wash this stain out.
No. God, no. It's deep.
So Matt and I, we did a corporate gig. I believe we talked about it when we did it a while ago
Yep.
for the Economic Development Council of Colorado. Well, a young gentleman there was so enamored by our performance
Yeah.
that he was like, "Hey, I want you to come do this other Economic Council Forum thing." And we were like, "Okay." And
We
he
had
was-
a kind of a fun time at that first one, which
Yeah.
is wild because the corporate gigs
yeah.
by law suck.
Generally speaking, and the first one we had to be clean,
Yeah.
and it was at noon on a Wednesday.
Yeah. And we're like, that was actually pretty fun.
And we're like, "Hey, I've had worse times."
Yeah.
And then, so that guy was like, "Hey, good news. I want you to come do this. And I'm going to pay you like more money. And also it's at night and we're going to put you up in a hotel and you don't have to be clean. You can do whatever you want." And we're like, "Man, how could that go wrong?"
Yeah. That seems way better than the first one we
Yeah,
did.
that
This is
seems
going
like
to be even more fun.
A perfect opportunity for us. So Matt and I, we drive down to the shining metropolis of Buena Vista.
Buena Vista, Colorado.
Mhm. And we stay at the Surf Hotel.
The forearm skin of Colorado.
The four.
Yeah.
The what?
The forearm skin. It's just there. It's not great. It's
Oh.
not bad. It gets a lot of sun.
I was like, "Are you trying to say foreskin?"
Nope. The forearm
The
skin.
forearm skin.
Some underrated skin.
Yeah, it's like always tan. It's like really hard
Always
to
tan.
sunburn.
It always is taking the brunt of everything.
Yeah, it's just always there.
It's the forearm skin.
The forearm
You
skin.
don't love it. You don't hate it.
Yeah. You know what? That is a perfect analogy.
Right? Just off the top of my head
Look
right
at
there.
you, man. You're a fucking genius.
I'm a writer, dude.
I'm a writer.
I'm a writer.
So
Buena Vista, though.
us writers go down to Buena Vista. And it's the Chaffee County. Oh, okay. The Chaffee County a specific development or economic development council. And they're having, it's a 1-year anniversary. They're having this thing where they gave some grants out to small businesses last year, kind of when there was more pandemic times. And this is 1 year later. They're checking in, and they're all drinking and eating food and watching videos about the success of the past year. And we're
Yeah.
like, "Man, this is great." And then they're like, "You're going to do comedy after the videos." And we're like, "Great idea."
That's perfect. We'll have their attention.
Well, yeah, everyone will be there. Everyone will care. So we all eat food. They watch the videos.
Right off the bat, I did not feel comfortable there.
It was.
We were sitting in the back, and we were just dressed in t-shirts and flannels, and everyone else there seemed like they
were dressed
a large
nicer
grant.
than us.
You know what
yeah,
I mean? Seemed like they had been granted a lot of money.
We were clearly the poorest people there.
Yeah,
by
hands
a
down.
fucking mile. Even the wait staff there probably had way more money than us.
No, the fucking bartender was the only guy there that liked us.
Yeah. The
two
bartender and
bartenders.
the guy who owns the weed place.
Yeah,
Those
that
guys.
dude loved us.
Yeah. But anyways, we're kind of jumping ahead here. So there's a guy hosting it in between videos. And then he's like,
I think he was like the lead guy, bro.
yeah.
I think so.
Well, yeah. Well, then he brought up the guy who booked us, Jake.
Yeah.
If you remember that, he brought him up on stage and like interviewed him on like
They did,
the whole thing. So I'm not sure who actually wore the pants there. I think it was Jake.
I don't know.
But anyways,
I had no idea what any of that was.
We're still not sure where we were or what happened. But so the guy who goes to introduce us, he's like, "All right, well, next up we have Kyle and Matt from Steamboat Comedy Podcast."
He said some real comedians.
Yeah, he's like, "Now we got some real comedians." He's like, "Where are you? Where are the comedians?" And we were in the back, just kind of like, "We're back here.
We're ready."
We're ready to go." And he's like, "All right, well, let's give it up for Kyle and Matt of Steamboat Comedy Podcast." All right, and so I walk up to the stage, and I get to the edge of the stage, and he like into the mic, he goes, "Are you Kyle and Matt?"
And you don't have a mic, so
I
you're
don't
just
have
talking
Matt.
to
So
him
I just
normally.
say, "No, just Kyle."
Yeah. We just go one at a time.
Yeah, it's not. We're not doing improv. We're not doing skits. This
And
is
then
stand-up comedy.
He walked away from you.
Yeah, and then
left you there.
He basically like kind of like pulled the mic away and then went to the middle of the stage while I was still standing on the side of him. He was like, "All right, so Kyle of Steamboat Comedy Podcast, he'll be coming up, so y'all better fucking listen up."
Yeah, tune the fuck in.
Yeah, as we said. So everyone tune the fuck in.
I was like, you shouldn't be cussing.
And yeah, and I was like he was like trying to like be cool and show solidarity. Like, yeah, you're gonna be edgy, right? And I was kind of like,
I guess.
Since I take the mic and I had to say something, so I was just like,
The worst fucking intro I've seen.
He was awkward.
It was the worst intro.
No
I've
one.
seen.
Well, it took so long and was so drug out that like nobody like clapped when I got up because they're like, "Do we clap now? Or are we supposed to clap a minute ago? What do we do? You know, is he introduced now?"
And no one's clapping. They're all in the back chatting and hugging.
Yeah.
Because the videos are over.
Because the videos are over, so they're all chatting and hugging each other and congratulating each other and shit. I mean, there were some people in the front mostly paying attention at first.
They were about 60 to 78 years old.
Yeah, I think it ranged from like late 30s to 80s. Well, there's a guy in line. We were getting food beforehand, and the guy's like, "Are you with the band?" And I was like, "No."
Yeah, something
So
like
I was
that.
like, something like that, yeah. And he's like, "Oh, you're one of the comedians." And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." And he goes, "You know, I'm 71 years old, and I've never seen a comedy show before."
We're like, perfect.
And we're like, "Oh, boy.
That's awesome.
This
That's
is-
good.
This is going to be great."
That's awesome. That's good news.
Yeah.
The worst intro I've ever seen.
It was pretty brutal. And so I get up there and just, you know, I try to move I try like just talking to the crowd for a minute, and they're not into it.
No.
They're kind of like, uh-huh. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to go into material. And they weren't into that either. And it was like, we just watched a little bit of it before we started this.
I'm still
Because we
sweaty.
recorded it, and it was like, it was worse than I thought.
I haven't stopped sweating since we got back.
It was brutal. But I mean, like, so I went up there. We were supposed to do 20 minutes each. I did close to 30. I did like
For
26
some reason.
because I hate myself.
For some ungodly
'Cause I just
reason, you were like,
fucking
let's plow and let's do a long set.
Like, let's just keep going. Well, it's also they're paying us, so I basically was like,
We
I
had
wanna-
to do the time.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to go short. I'm not like, we can't just be like, yeah, pay us for this amount of time, and then we just do 15 minutes each or 10 minutes
Yeah.
each, you know. So I was like, well, I'm gonna
No,
just.
I definitely felt that too.
Yeah.
I was like, just keep fucking going.
And so we both, between the two of us, we were probably on stage for close to an hour.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, so I got done with my material, and I'm like, all right, that's all I've got.
I was like, fuck.
And here comes Matt.
I was like, fuck.
And if I thought they hated me, boy, did they hate you.
Which is not usually how it goes. Which is
well, usually being the second person up, especially like later in the night, people are boozing. They're a little more loose.
Yeah.
They were less loose.
Less loose, and I could viscerally didn't like me more.
Yeah.
Viscerally, I could feel it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a terrible time up there. It was the worst time I've had doing stand-up in a long time.
It was really bad.
Just for that, 25 minutes I did. It was terrible. The rest of the trip was great. We had a great time.
Yeah.
Got hammered drunk, but they hated me.
Yeah. I mean, we were just watching it, and we're like, me and you both, I remember in the moment, you had a joke that you do all the time that always, it's just a good, solid joke, always gets a response. And it was silence.
Yeah.
Like you said it, and it was like you were like nothing happened.
I almost got off stage right after it. I know exactly what you're talking
you
about.
Probably saw me. You could probably hear me from the audience. I turned around to the weed guy, and I was like, wow.
He is sucking ass.
I was like, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, they hate him.
But
I'm pretty sure I gave out my room number on stage. I told the audience I'd give them a fucking room key. Like, I was trying everything.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm in room 220. You can come get an autograph from me later if you want. Like, I was trying to make fun of how bad I was doing, and they still weren't into it.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I got nothing.
Like, you couldn't even, like, go with the moment. Like, isn't this weird right now? Because
that didn't work either.
Because that happens sometimes, like, if, like, you had a joke and it obviously falls flat, and then you're just like, and you just address what happened.
We've talked about that a million times.
Times.
If a bit doesn't work, you address that it didn't work, make fun of yourself, and then that can get them
back on board. But they were so tuned out that even that was just like, it's like your mic was off.
Dude, at one point I asked the audience if they had to be here. That's how bad it was going.
Like, I was like, you can leave.
I literally didn't know in that moment though. I was like, there's no reason they should still be here. Do you guys have to be here, or what's going on right now? And then at one point I was like, shh, the classic mistake. I was like, you guys want me to keep going? And then one guy said, yeah. And then another guy was like, ugh. And I was like, that's not very convincing.
You're like, I'm more with the guy.
And then I'm going to keep going. But I would always do all right, thank you. I love my fans. And then people would clap and I'd be like, I'm not done yet. I'm going to keep going.
Yeah.
I think that probably pissed them off.
Yeah.
Because they thought they were done
they're starting to stand
they
up.
thought they were done like 4 times.
Because I think a chunk of them felt bad too.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people...
Which is what you're going for when you do stand-up. You want the audience to feel bad for you.
Yeah, you want them afterwards to come up to you and be like, hey, man, you tried.
Hey, that was a tough room. And it's like, you're telling us.
Yeah.
We got that a lot after the show.
We did.
That was a tough... there was empathy. They felt bad.
Oh, God. Well, to be fair to us, there was a lot of... Because a lot of those people were there for, like, business. And dude told us, he's like, don't hold back. Say fucking whatever you want outside of, like, Andre Martinez material. And
we did. We said a lot of dick jokes. And that was, I think, another mess up on our part, was we acknowledged the fact of how many dick jokes we were telling in the moment of telling them.
We should have just done it.
We should have just done it and not been like, here's the dick jokes, Right. And they would have been like maybe more, they still would have hated us. So there's nothing we could have done.
Because a lot of them were like sitting there with their coworkers and their boss. And so they didn't want to like laugh at the dick joke.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be like, ugh.
And they couldn't. And I don't think they had the capacity because it seems like their senses of humor didn't match up with ours.
Right.
You know, different strokes for different folks. I'm not mad at them.
I'm not mad. I'm kind of more. I think it was a learning experience.
Oh God.
And like we talked about in the car, it's like if we're gonna do gigs like this, we gotta. And this is even like an advice if you're like giving a speech or something like this. I would say, talk about what they want to talk about.
Yeah.
Because they're not at a comedy club.
Yeah.
They didn't come for the comedy.
It's
they came for the economic conference. So we should have spent more time doing material on what they were interested in, which was what they were doing.
I have no material on
that. We did zero research.
I have no material. That's nothing I've been thinking about for the last 4 or 5 years. I haven't been like, let's do some economic jokes.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, like you got there and you're like, who are these people? And I was like, I kind of know.
Yeah.
I kind of know what this is.
I was honest, too. They say be honest in comedy. I went up there and I was like, I have no idea what this is or why any of us are here.
Yeah.
And that, again, I thought that might get him to loosen up.
Yeah.
But
and
I was
they
wrong.
They were kind of more like, well, fuck you. This is really important to me.
Should have done the opposite of everything I thought.
Yeah.
But apparently, when you do a corporate gig, the less material you do, the better. And that's something I've never lived by ever. I've always been like, more material is what stand-up is.
Yeah.
But a corporate gig, it's a little different, I'm learning.
Yeah, you gotta be more like the fun guy in the room and not like, this is the things that I've been working on.
But you know what, Kyle? It was pretty fucking grunge because we did go up there and say whatever the fuck we wanted.
We did. In front of a bunch of old people who hated us.
Yes, and we didn't hold anything back. I mean, we held a few taglines back just because it was that bad.
Yeah. There was, I was just thinking, I was like, well, at least we got paid. There was, like, after I had one joke that landed super flat, and I was like, this is what you paid for.
Yeah, like almost spitting in their face.
Yeah, just like
if you don't have to laugh at this, but you're paying.
But you're paying for it, so you might as well enjoy it.
And you also paid to have a bad time, and that's fine. That's your
fine.
prerogative.
That's not.
You want to pay money to not.
That's
hate
not my
someone.
goal.
That's
but
fine.
It doesn't affect my paycheck.
You still earned it.
Yep.
Yeah. It was. We had a lot of fun though. We got hammered drunk.
Oh God, yeah. I passed out on the floor.
You have to get that drunk when everybody that walks by you looks at you and then immediately looks away.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh God, not that fucking
There
guy.
was people were cool after the show. Like the people we were talking to outside were cool for the most part.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
I mean, but like not everyone.
No.
Not the older folk. And then the only thing that had less attendance than us was the band that played after us.
Yeah.
And that kind of made me feel better because I was like,
It
this
really
band is
did.
good and there's 6 people here.
It did make me feel a lot better.
Made me feel a lot
and then
better.
right after they got done, they just started breaking down their instruments, and I was like, good. That makes me feel way better.
We should have got less hammered so quickly and then partied with the band afterwards. That's what
Yeah,
we should've
I'm glad we didn't. I'm glad we didn't.
done. You're like, no, fuck that.
I think I said when I was going up to my room at one point, I was up in the room, I was going up the elevator, and there was people who were at the show in the elevator, and they were all going to like a party on the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
And they were kind of inviting me, which I was thrown way off by.
Yeah.
And I was getting off on the 2nd floor, and the second floor opened, and no one was moving. And I was like, here's my decision. Do I go to the 3rd floor, or do I get the fuck off here at the 2nd floor?
Yeah.
And I got off, and as I was leaving, one of the ladies in the elevator was like, what, is that what you do? You just go to your room and jerk off? And I was like, oh, God.
You're like, fuck,
I
I've
was
been
like,
called out.
Yeah, I have been called out, and I guess I dug that grave, and I deserved it.
That's true.
Because she sat there and listened to about 12 minutes of jerk-off jokes.
She did.
And then fired one at me as I was leaving. And I was
Pun
like, you
intended.
kind of reap what you sow.
Yeah.
You called me out, lady. But also, fuck you. Who the fuck are you? You fucking bitch. Go fuck yourself.
You know who the fuck I am?
Yeah, fucking.
I'm that guy who eats shit
Fuck you with your fucking business. I don't know.
with your success.
It'll tank. If you don't have a sense of humor, your business will tank,
That's true.
is what we learned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was brutal. I
So-
still have PTSD over it. Like, that is the type, and I'm not ever going to quit comedy, but that's the set that would have you go, I should quit comedy.
Oh, yeah. I've heard so many comedians just say that. There's always like that one set you have. They're like, why am I doing
quit.
this?
Oh, God.
Like, what do I do this to myself for?
That's insane, is that we willingly were like, let's drive there, and then,
Well, that's all. There's only a few of us left.
That's right. There's 1,000 billion comedians now.
Yeah.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah.
But it was that bad.
It was
I
not
don't
great.
think I can stress that enough.
I mean,
The
I had a good
sets were
time.
bad. We had fun.
we had fun.
We had a lot of fun.
There was a really nice hotel. The hotel room had espresso
Yeah.
in each room.
No tap water or nothing. So woke up hungover as shit. Poured yourself an espresso.
Yeah.
Crippling anxiety from the night before. Nothing will go down quite as smooth as a fresh shot of espresso.
Yeah.
And,
I was kind of like, after I got done with my set, my main concern was getting drunk and also what happened in the draft because it was the same night as the NFL draft.
yeah. And you did one of those things pretty well.
Yeah.
You got drunk.
I got drunk. Got real drunk. It's the shots, dude.
Yeah.
I can't take shots.
Well, that's at the very end. We definitely took not to count drinks, but at least 3 shots.
Well, we had one before, and then we had one after.
One right after, and then one at the end.
One at the end of the night.
Was fucking tequila.
And after that, I was like, let's drop our sheriff in the room and then go back down to the bar. And then you met me down at the bar, and I was just like,
you were a corpse.
I was like, I can't do it.
You're sitting pale as a fucking ghost,
Yeah.
and you're like, I need to go to bed. And I was like, let's get you to bed, buddy.
Yeah, and then I got up there and I passed out on the floor.
Passed out on the shower in case you puked, which is a veteran move.
Veteran move.
That's a veteran move.
That's a classic Kyle Ruff move.
But that last shot we did, the bartender, there was like me and you and the 2 other bartenders, and he was like, to the only 4 people in here that aren't fucking rich. And we cheers. So I was like, that guy, that's why we
this
did
guy
the show.
gets it,
That's
yeah,
what
the
we
guys
did
in the
it for.
back loved it. They
Yeah.
loved the show.
Like, that's why we do it.
They didn't laugh, but
They
they
didn't
loved
laugh.
the show.
But I hope they liked it. I hope someone fucking liked it.
Somebody liked it.
There's nothing quite as good as hitting a punchline and then hearing only you laugh. And not laughing at my joke, but laughing at the fact
the
that
silence.
no one laughed at my joke.
Like, what the fuck?
I was like, yep, there it is.
Yeah,
That's fun.
That was something else.
Let me know if you want anything else from me, guys.
Do you think they'll invite us back?
Up here just pouring out my soul. No, we will never hear from them again,
Probably
and
not.
I'll be amazed if the check comes in the mail.
They said they mailed it this morning.
So, yeah, we'll see about that. Probably put some anthrax in it, too.
It's probably going to be for, like, way less.
Yeah.
They, like, skipped a decimal point, and I'm going to be like, you guys.
They're going to be like, you know why.
Yeah.
You know why.
I saw our good friend of the show, Mr. Sean Patton. He had a story I was watching. It was like a Viceland thing, and it was like just like his craziest story from like a gig. But it started out where he was like young and went to like do some comedy show and ate shit. And afterwards, the owner like gave him a check, and he's like, "I thought it was supposed to be like $300." And the guy's like, "Well, I thought you were gonna be funny." And I'm just like, "Oh, dude,
like, touche."
That's the moment where you're like, "What am I doing?"
That is so brutal.
That is the most brutal.
So inhumane.
Doesn't it suck to have like a dream?
If you're going to fucking tell someone you're paying them an amount of money, you better do it, or you deserve to get shot in the stomach.
Shot in the stomach.
Yeah.
On a ranch.
Little inside baseball joke for us right
Yeah,
there.
that happened in Steamboat.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
So we got some gigs coming up.
Thank God. Get that taste out of my mouth.
So open mic starts up, and then Matt and I are going to the beautiful state of New Hampshire.
Yep, I'm going to let it run again.
I'm going to hang out with my Free Stater friends. We're doing a show at the Shell.
The Shell, which is a bar.
It's a bar.
Yeah, which will be nice.
Little bar hangout, cool
as long as
spot.
it's not a fucking hotel.
Yeah. Well, we have a hotel
That's fine.
that we'll go to and cry afterwards.
That
actually.
we'll pass out on the floor of.
If we're lucky.
Yep.
If we do it right. So that'll be fun. That's Saturday, May 14th. If you are in the
Was it Dover?
yeah, outside of Dover.
Outside of
A
Dover.
little east of Dover, right on the Maine New Hampshire border.
Yeah. If your listeners in there, hopefully,
Huh?
come check it out.
Come check it out.
See why those people didn't like us.
Hey.
And you'll be on our side, I bet.
And speaking of people not liking people, that Tuesday, the 17th, is my birthday.
Woohoo!
And I, for some reason, consented to the roast of me.
Yeah, we're gonna roast Kyle.
We're
It's
gonna
gonna be a
roast
blast.
me.
We're gonna say awful, awful, awful things.
Do you think anyone will call me short?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, big time.
Oh my God, that's gonna be the whole.
That's gonna be the whole thing.
night. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be 90% of the jokes told.
Yeah. At least no one knows that I'm an alcoholic and won't say that.
As you know, that was my ace in the hole.
Yeah, that's his ace in the hole.
That's
I
my
beat
ace
you
in
to
the
it.
hole. And
I just pulled like a fucking Eminem in rap battle in 8 Mile, where at the beginning he's like, "Tell me something I don't know." And
Yeah,
just
I
go
got a
through
white
all of it.
ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was
Mhm.
all the rap was about too.
Yeah, he's
When
like,
he
"I
was
live
like-
in a trailer and my ass is white." So
Yeah.
tell them something they don't know, Papa Doc. And
Yeah.
Papa Doc was like,
Oh, your ass is white.
You're what? Oh shit.
And Eminem was just mooning him the whole time.
It's true. He did moon him.
And then after the show, he went and shat in his bed.
Cut off a piece of his finger.
Cut off a piece
Classic
of his
Eminem
finger.
movie.
Eminem, you know.
Eminem stands for Amber Heard.
That'd be a good sketch if we just reenacted the 8 Mile battle, but the whole time Eminem's just has his ass out. just for
like,
every
look at my
battle.
white ass. Just add like over and over again. Just how many things rhyme with ass and
Jesus
butt.
Christ, Eminem. He could do it. If anyone can, it's him.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. for 10 minutes straight.
Yeah. New Hampshire's going to be a blast.
New Hampshire's going to be a blast.
We got to get on a plane, dude.
We're going to get on a plane.
I'm
We're
stoked
going
about planes.
cross country.
Yep.
That's going to be fun. And then, the roast, that'll be a good time, too.
That's what
Tuesday, the 17th.
17th, we're roasting Kyle. Come on down to that. It's fucking free. We're going to say terrible things.
I think I should do, I was going to ask you, should I do a fundraiser? If we do it for a good cause? Take donations and donate to fucking
anyone
St.
in town that's
Jude.
accidentally shot someone in the stomach.
Yeah, to their defense lawyer, not to the guy who got shot.
Yeah.
I support that.
Yeah.
I support people defend
I
themselves.
think that's all terrible jokes aside. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, why not?
What would we donate to?
I don't know. I don't really know a lot about charities. So,
I mean, we're the poorest people in this fucking town.
yeah, why don't we just
So-
take the money?
Yeah, I mean, that would be the best cause.
I'll
to
just start my own
support.
foundation. It's like the Starving Comics of Steamboat Springs, so it's just us.
Yeah, it's just Steamboat comedy, and it's just a tip jar.
So we're just going to have the tip jar.
We'll have the tip jar out, which we do every time.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So that'll be a good time, and then after that, I'm going to Reno and Childeberg outside of Austin, which will be fun. And then we're coming back. Oh, and then I'm doing a show in Philly the second weekend of June. But then we're going to start up the summer stand-up series at Schmiggity's yet again. We already got some bands. Our friend of the show, Corey David, is coming back a couple weeks later.
Love KD.
Katie's the man. And then after that, we're going to have friend of the show, the awesome, hilarious Sean Patton, previously
Let's do
mentioned.
it. Come on, Sean.
His special should be coming out anytime now.
Yep.
Just named by Ari Shaffir as one of the most underrated comedians in America, which
He's
I
so
agree.
fucking good, dude.
And then
It's so
speaking of
stupid.
fucking good,
So
3
stupid that
weeks
we get
after
him.
that, Sam Talent is coming.
That'll be nuts.
Sam Talent is so fucking funny.
That'll be nuts.
And a couple weeks after that, friend of the show, podcast guest again, Mr. MK Paulson is coming back.
That's
to
what I'm really
headline.
looking forward to. Not to shit on any of those other guys because they're true pros, but I love MK.
I love MK.
MK's the best.
Yes.
He's really formed.
Well, of all those people, only Sam hasn't done our podcast, so he's the one I like the least right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that'll all change.
That'll all change.
That'll all change when he takes us on the road and gives us a lot of money.
Yeah. Yep.
That'll be crazy
There's
cool.
100% chance that happens.
100%. He's gonna come here and be like, "Wow, these guys deserve everything. Half
Everything.
my money.
Everything that I worked for.
They deserve."
So yeah, we got some cool, exciting shit happening. Open mics are starting soon. The spelling bee will be starting up soon. I don't know exactly when. Probably closer to June. But it's gonna be a good time. We may or may not be making some appearances in the cabaret.
Oh, whoa.
That's a
Who
little
knows?
fun local event
Thingy.
here. Kaylin Smith. Shout out to Kaylin Smith, friend of the show. She's involved. She's got some sketches she wants to do, so we might help out with that.
Yep.
And that's about it as far as things coming up. Got some exciting things. I'm excited for the summer. I'm excited for some warm weather. It fucking
Dude.
snowed today.
And look out for our vlog. We're gonna start vlogging
Oh, we're going to start vlogging?
all our shows and
The
trips.
Steamboat Comedy vlog?
We're vloggers now, and it's gonna be a lot of weight on our shoulders to be influencers.
Yeah, it's going
Which
to be
is-
hard, but
Really, what we're gonna drive home
yeah.
is the fact that it's
Coming-
not up to them if we're influencers. We are influencers.
We're putting out the influence, and people are going to feel it.
Yeah, and it's a huge load to bear.
Yeah.
And I think if anyone can do it, it's us.
I think so.
So look out for our vlog.
Look out for the vlog.
It'll be on YouTube, and it'll be on all the platforms.
All the platforms.
Dude, I've been watching so much Rick and Morty. It's the best. I think it's one of the best shows. One of the best animated. It's crazy how good that fucking show is.
It's so smart, dude. Dan Harmon
Good.
is so smart.
Everything Rick
dude,
says is
And even Dan Harmon, like, if you listen to him like podcasts, I mean, a long time ago, probably like 2 years ago, I listened to him on Duncan Trussell's podcast,
yeah.
and he's so fucking Dan Harmon is so sharp, like
Well,
off
that
the
was that the
cuff.
one when they were talking about like humans wearing a mask.
like
You know what I mean?
like the Google glasses thing they try to do, like one of those things.
No, they were just saying we all have a proverbial mask, and they were like getting deep into conversation.
That sounds like
It's
Duncan.
probably I love Duncan, by
Oh,
the way.
yeah,
Who's just on
Duncan's the best.
fucking Rogan. I love Duncan so much.
Yeah,
He's the fucking man.
he is a fucking genius. I love that guy. Fucking creative nut genius.
Dude, it'd be crazy if we could fucking get him out here.
I don't
He
think
is-
he's a skier.
I don't think, dude, he's doing like all of his podcasts right now, like fucking still online and shit, besides when he goes to like Rogan and stuff. But that's the goal.
That's the goal. We're getting there, man. The word's getting out.
We are. This summer's going to be big.
Like Bruce is fucking repping us in L.A. and Matt, Ruby, and Sean, all those guys are repping us in New York. We're just keeping up a good rep and making shit happen, buddy.
Keep telling jokes, no matter where you are.
Exactly.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Doesn't matter, dude.
I will drive this point home. We said whatever the fuck we wanted at that corporate gig. We did. We didn't hold anything back, and I'm proud of us for that.
Yeah. I'm proud of us, too.
You guys should be, too, because we didn't get anything else out of it.
Yep.
We got our dignity.
We got a small amount of cash. That was nice.
That was good.
Yeah.
And some dignity.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to make any money on this show in New Hampshire because hotels cost so much.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll find.
I was just talking to my boy Adam Nutter. Shout out to Adam Nutter. I think he's actually going to come out and do the show with MK from he's out of Philly. But he just did the show Saturday.
Okay.
So 2 weeks before us, and said it was an awesome turnout. Said it was a great time.
Nice.
So
fuck yeah.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I think it's
gonna
be awesome.
It'll be fun.
It'll be fun. You got
People
any more thoughts on Amber Heard before we go?
Not really. I'll be in Boise June 20th through like July 8th. I'll get on a show down there. So if you're in Boise, just hit me up on Facebook.
All right.
Yeah, I'll get something going down there.
They're doing a lot of time there. That's like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
3 weeks?
I go back to Boise every biannually, twice a year. Is that what that means?
Yes.
Quadriannually.
Yeah.
Twice a year I go back for a couple weeks at a time. My brothers both have kids now, man. I gotta go be a part of their lives and shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
My brother was just like, when are you going to come to Cincinnati and see my daughter? And I was like,
It's tough. Being an uncle is great. It's awesome because you don't
have to do anything.
You don't have to do anything, and you show up, unless you're a huge piece of shit, the kids love you.
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, if I'm going to be a good brother, then I have to be in at least a part of these kids' lives a little bit.
I think I've got a little bit of a pass right now because she's like almost a year old, so it's not like she's gonna remember.
If you haven't met her yet?
No, I met her once.
Oh, you're good then.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just gotta show up twice a year probably.
Yeah.
So that's I gotta go to Idaho for that.
Yeah.
But
I gotta come check out Idaho. I gotta check out the spot.
Yeah, definitely. I'll see if when is that? We'll see. We'll try to work some shit out.
We'll figure some shit out.
Yeah, I gotta hit them up first. Which I haven't fucking done. Which I will do. As far as Amber Heard goes, free Amber.
Free Amber.
Is what we're saying.
Just free them titties. That's what she's got to do.
That's where
it's headed.
That's where it's headed.
That's like when Tara Reid fell off and like sucked for a while, and then she just went to Playboy and dumped her tits out, and everyone's like, "Yeah, I kind of like Tara Reid."
It's America.
That's America, baby.
It's America, and you heard it here on Steamboat Comedy Podcast. We're telling you exactly what's going to happen in America.
All the time. We have our fingers on the pulse of America.
We really do.
We really do.
We really do. We figured it all out. Amber Heard gonna dump her tits.
Gonna dump them.
We know that. For a fact.
For a fact.
Johnny Depp gonna do Pirates.
Yep. He'll get it back.
He'll
get it back.
No doubt
He'll
in my
get
mind.
his pity Pirates.
Bill Cosby will die within the next 3 years.
I can't believe he's still alive.
That's insane that he's still alive. And that's one of the we've
Is he
talked
touring?
I think he's doing shows.
Oh my God! I can't. Does anyone go?
No, there's no way. Not a single person can go.
Imagine finding out that Bill Cosby is like coming to your town.
Would you go?
I'd go.
You'd go?
I'd go just to say that I went.
Fuck, that'd be weird.
That'd be the weirdest. I'd go just to see who else went.
Yeah, that's probably what
just
everyone's
to look
doing.
around and be like, who the fuck is actually here?
Who's still supporting this monster? That was an easy one, though, because his comedy always fucking sucked. And you can call me a hack, because that's the angle. But even before, he was fucking dog shit, dude.
Yeah.
With that fucking, he did like a 2.5 hour special on Comedy Central with the fucking, one of those little tiny Bluetooth mics. You know what I mean?
Did he really?
And it was like, he had a desk, and he always had his weird fucking props. He was just preaching.
He does props?
It was like a school desk, so he wasn't like using them as a prop, but he would like sit down at the desk.
Well, he's old. He'd get tired.
Yeah, and it was garbage. Maybe he got funnier though.
Maybe he got funnier.
Tragedy comes
comedy. Yeah.
So look out for Amber Heard on the road.
So does that mean all the chicks that he fucking drugged are way funnier now?
I don't know. That is a study that could be done.
It could be done.
And it could be tested.
And you get our top NASA scientists on that one.
We could, and it'll happen.
Yeah.
It'll happen. There's another thing that we're calling.
Netflix will run out of ideas sooner or later.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully they give us a deal. What if Netflix gave us a deal? What would we do?
Fucking make lots of money and retire.
Yeah, but we'd have to have a shtick.
Maybe we'll do
If
improv.
Netflix came up and was like, we'll give you guys a 5-episode show.
We would just do our vlogs, our award-winning vlogs.
Yeah, we just film ourselves on our phones. Be like, here you go, cut it up.
And they're going to be like, what the fuck is this?
Cut it up, make it an episode.
And they're like, we will cut it up, and they cut up our contract, and then we leave.
Yep, and that's a good that's a good stopping point.
Yeah. All right, everybody, stay tuned. The website is updated with events. That's what I did all day yesterday. We got all kinds of cool stuff coming up, cool shows coming up this summer. It's going to be a great time back at Schmiggity's. Open mic starting back up. Come to my roast. Come shit on me to my face. It'll be a good time.
It's going to be a blast.
It's going to be a blast. And other than that, thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, if you made it this far. And we'll check out, we got merchandise. We got our free Amber shirts.
Yeah.
And that could work.
We're going to have some handcuffs that say for Johnny.
I know what our Netflix show would be. We would interview everyone that's been canceled.
Ooh, the canceled special.
Yeah.
That could
and
be good. That's got legs.
We bring in Cosby.
Yep.
We bring in Amber.
Yep.
We bring in Dalia. We bring in Louie.
Yep.
We bring in
Jeremy Piven. He does stand up now.
Jesus. I don't know. I don't want to give him a platform. That seems like a monster. But we can definitely get Cosby. And we can...
But Cosby's easy.
For sure.
What else is he doing?
That'd be a good show, I think.
Us and Cosby?
It's just called Canceled.
Just canceled.
And then we just interview these people who've been canceled. And we try to get them to molest us.
Ooh, I'll just come in like every time like with
a
my shirt off.
cheerleader.
Just like get a cheerleader outfit, greased up. Just have like a cup that has like a really wide open top to it. And just keep like pushing it closer.
Just looking away as you're doing it. What's
like-
over there?
Yeah.
What's going on? Bring in like a 15-year-old when we're interviewing Dalia. Just give him her phone number.
Get a volunteer from Steamboat High School. Just
Yeah.
be like, you like Chris D'Elia? They're like, yeah.
Just give him her phone. What a nightmare. I think, well, there's our idea if Netflix does come forth.
Yeah, I think, well, at least we got something in the works, you know?
Yeah, and that's all they're looking for.
That's all they're looking for.
Tentative ideas. You
Ideas.
see the crap they're putting out now?
That's what impresses them is ideas. The big ideas.
That's a good idea.
Thank you. All right. Thanks for
you.
listening, everybody.
Thank you, Netflix.
Thanks, Netflix. Thanks, Amber Heard.
Friend of the show.
Thank you, Chaffee County Economic Development Council.
Can't wait to be back.
Can't wait to come back. Wow them again.
Can't wait to come back with you guys. That was a party.
All right. Well, see you in New Hampshire.
Check it out.
Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast.